Of NFL 100 content is our Christmas gift to you. Spend Christmas Day with Brett Favre, your guy Emmitt Smith, Prime, Deion Sanders, and more. It all starts with NFL 100 Generations, current stars and legends, kicking off the NFL 100 Christmas Day Marathon at 7 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network. You know what that means?
What does it mean?
We're not on the show tomorrow.
What do you mean?
The day off on
What? What is this day off you speak of, Kay?
Hurry, ask for day off. We got it, Kyle. We're all gone tomorrow.
That's really cool.
I think Swagger Claus is you're probably pretty busy tonight.
Yeah, I got to deliver some gifts, but I guess we were on the nice list.
Big time presents.
You know, who's probably not off, though, is Will Selva, right? He's probably working tomorrow. Always on the naughty list.
No, I am not working
Yeah!
tomorrow. OFF, baby.
Wow.
Yes. Whew. So I'm happy about that. Being able to sleep in a little bit, but as soon as Santa Claus comes,
he really is.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly, like my kids are like the people under the stairs. It's like a Wes Craven movie. Like they're busting out of like the doors. They want to get to see Santa Claus and what Santa Claus brought them. So either way,
my kids are like children of the corn right now. Well, I get it, believe me.
I can also relate.
Away,
all right, now one of the main benefits of clinching a division early is, of course, getting the extra rest, and that is exactly what Ravens running back Mark Ingram needs at this time of year. He'll have about 20 days to do so. Now, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting Ingram suffered a calf strain, and as a result, Baltimore will be cautious with it. Now, according to Ian, the Ravens hope to have Ingram back for the playoffs based on the severity of it. Head coach John Harbaugh characterizing the strain as mild to moderate. Now, as we mentioned, Ingram and others, including quarterback Lamar Jackson, safety Earl Thomas, guard Marshall Yanda, and defensive end Brandon Williams will all be resting because they have nothing to play for in the season finale. They have the #1 seed and home field advantage throughout. Harbaugh still plans on playing, though, to win.
Our intention will be and our plan will be all hands on deck to win the game, with all those guys who'll be playing. They're all on our 53-man roster. And they'll be excited to play, and we'll be excited to play. It's a rivalry game. It's the Steelers. They have everything to play for, and we recognize that. And we'll be looking to put our absolute best foot forward, play our best football game with the guys that we'll be playing with, which will be, for the most part, most of our football team, with a few exceptions. So.
All right, playing to win. How about the Seahawks? They need running backs, and who better to call than Beast Mode himself? Marshawn Lynch. Rap Sheet reporting Lynch has inked a one-year deal to return to Seattle. And according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, Lynch has been working out intensely in recent weeks. He last played for the Raiders in 2018 before an injury ended his season early. Now, this was the tweet posted by his agent late last night confirming the deal from their end. My son at Money Lynch is back. Boom. Let's go. The Seahawks also signing running back Robert Turbin. They had also been looking at Sean Alexander, Chris Warren, Derek Fenner, and John L. Williams as well. They declined. But Marshawn Lynch in the fold. Now that means the 49ers need to get Frank Gore as well.
I love you, Will. We messed with you, Will. We
John
love
L.
you.
Williams.
I love it. Ricky Running Waters.
Yes.
Good pull.
Yes.
That's it.
I was fully joking when I brought this up to Ian, like, let's leave some Skittles out and see if Marshawn Lynch follows the trail. Well, he did write to the facility, passing a physical and signing a deal. Seattle signing Marshawn Lynch to a one-year contract, beast mode, back in Seattle. How cool is this?
I love this news. It's amazing news. I mean, Marshawn Lynch is a legend in Seattle. And being that I'm from Seattle, what he did on the field is amazing. But what he did off the field is something that leaves an impact on people's lives. It's fitting because Marshawn Lynch didn't leave on good terms. They went to those back-to-back Super Bowls, didn't get that ball handed off to him. They throw that interception. And he really left with a strong dislike for the organization, how they treated him on his way out. But it's fitting, though, because he was somewhat of a villain and can now come back and play the hero. And I believe if he is in shape, which I'm not sure he is right now, time will tell, he'll help his team get to the Super Bowl.
No, maybe. And we don't know. This is fun because there's so much intrigue. You said earlier today, you're like, it feels like if Calvin came back to the Detroit Lions.
Yep.
I see it differently because Calvin, we know, left so much game out there and retired early. Marshawn, we don't really know what he has left. It almost feels more like The Rock coming back to Raw. It's awesome for sure. what can he do? What can he produce? And also to the question of, like, what has Marshawn been doing? Because we know Will Self used to do reports of him anything from playing bagpipes to being in Indonesia. There was a tweet from Matt Schneiderman who had an update on Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch was serving tequila shots at a parking lot tailgate in Oakland 8 days ago for the Raiders' last game, and now he's going to start for the Seahawks in the playoffs. Here's where I come out football-wise. If he had 21 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown, I'd be very mildly surprised. I think this guy has always been a professional, always born to run, so to speak. I think he could really give them the juice. I buy in. I do.
There's a real fun human part of this, too, where, we work with all these different ex-players. I always fall into the same question with them. If I had to give you one game, could you suit up again? Like, Nate, if I had said you're 38 years old, you haven't played in 5 seasons, if you can go one game for me, could you do it?
Yeah, I have 15 catches left.
Everyone says yes. And now Marshawn Lynch gets that opportunity. And not only one game, if they win, they obviously get a playoff game, then who knows how else it is. But, like, can you give me one more? This is such an interesting contract. They're signing him in week 17. They're not signing him in week 11 or week 10, week 17.
That's what we wanted with Gronk, right? This is kind of what we wanted to see, a guy come back when they need him.
Different. Gronk is 29 years old, is in impeccable shape.
That's true.
He left on great terms.
We haven't seen Marshawn since week 6 of last year. We haven't seen him as a Seahawk November 2015 the last time.
And he's going to take a beating on Sunday against a 49ers defensive line that's looking to hit him, and he's ready for it. Like, can you give me one more game?
You got one?
Give me one more. Can you give me one more after that? Like, I'm fascinated to see.
We're dying for a comp, like whether it's Gronk or Calvin. Like, I was trying to compare him to Le'Veon because Le'Veon sat out for a whole year too, but Le'Veon's way younger. And, like, I look at it as almost like someone like Percy Harvin. Like, don't you think Percy Harvin could show up and return a few kicks and a few reverses? He has it still. And I think Marshawn does too. I do.
I don't know what you guys think. At GMFB, Marshawn Lynch back to the Seahawks just in time for the playoffs. And your fantasy champion is sleeping. We got you yourself a little throwback gift. It's vintage. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting Seattle found help in the backfield. They signed Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. 1-year contract. This move comes as the result of Seattle, of course, losing their running back Chris Carson to a fractured hip. CJ Proside.
12-3, Kings in the North. They will host a playoff game and maybe better. They still got that #1 seed in their eyes. But after the game, our guy, Tom Pelissero, caught up with Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith after a big-time defensive showing in the NFC North, and things got a little emotional.
Wow, man, it's crazy to know, like, how we started off and how we came to this second-to-last game and took the division.
We fought through a lot of adversity. We fought through a lot of adversity, man. We stuck with our guns, man. We kept fighting. We knew that if we kept fighting, man, good things would happen for us, man. We had to play good defense, help our offense out, man. They got back on track, and they sealed the deal for us.
Feeling a lot here, Zadarius. Why does this mean so much to you?
Give me a second. Because we was in the locker room. Let me take it. I got it. We was in the locker room, and I told them, boy, man, the only thing I want for Christmas is a hat and a T-shirt, man. And we pulled it off, man. So we're going to go celebrate this win, and we're going to get ready for next week for Detroit.
2 more T-shirts and 2 more hats they can get to maybe finish that wish list. And this, Nate, is why we love football.
Love that passion.
Packers clinched the NFC North. They're currently the 2 seed. They're in a 3-way tie atop the NFC with the Niners and the Saints. So if the Packers win in Week 17, they lock up the first-round bye. They can get the #1 overall seed with the win, and if the Niners lose to the Seahawks, who just added Marshawn Lynch. That's where we sit here Christmas Eve morning. Most impressive part of the Packers win. 3 rather uncharacteristic turnovers to start things off.
And that's it. It was the first half mistakes for me. You know, you look at the Packers and you expect them to take care of the ball in the situation they were in. I mean, just think about it. They were on the road in a game that mattered, had so much to do with the playoff implications. They have the 2 first-half fumbles. Aaron Rodgers uncharacteristically throws an interception. You're thinking to yourself, oh, it's a wrap from here. It's going down.
Ugly, man.
And not to mention, they were held to 2 field goals in that first half. So you're thinking to yourself, they can't get it together to making mistakes. I haven't seen this many mistakes on the road since I was 16 taking my driver's test.
There we go. Running stop signs, Nate. Slow roll.
Exactly. Just like me, though, they collected themselves. They got control of the situation. And now they're in the driver's seat, man.
We all have a great affinity for Nate's driving tests.
When I think of Nate in his car when he's 16, I think of him in the backseat.
I love Nate with the pizza as well.
Oh, the pizza! Peter, went right over my head. You're right.
There it goes. There it goes. But you're right. They came together. They get the win. Their defense looked awesome.
That was what it was. It was the defense. Look, and Rodgers had a great quote after this game. He says, winning is always beautiful. Defense wins NFC North Championships. Then he says, but there's a lot of emphasis on looking pretty in a way that befits your explanation.